Hello again, Cons here, and I wanted to do a video talking about the drop rates from the updated reward pool for Steamworks. As you can see, the rewards that you can get from it now are slightly different to what they normally are. The gold, silver, and steel tickets in particular are the notable ones. I did a video on those and what sort of decorations they return and how to get them and sort of various drop rates and stuff like that. So check that out if you're interested. This video is going to be focused on the actual Steamworks drop rates for everything themselves. Another thing you should know is that the Overdrive Bonus, the gold ticket, resets daily when your bounties do, so be sure to grab your sort of one gold ticket per day by overdriving. And the natural fuel is being sort of granted at an accelerated rate from what I've heard. I haven't really been able to prove it. I don't know what the numbers normally are, but I did a low rank Rathalos quest, got 50. I did a master rank gathering quest and I got 28 each time. I don't know if those numbers mean anything to you. They don't really mean anything to me, but I thought I'd throw them out there. But aside from that, it's worth noting that from data mined values, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to like share the tables and stuff I was shown, we know that the gold ticket drops at the same rate as the Celestial Vivarium print does, so it's exceedingly rare. We also know like the ratio of the different red drops, but I don't know how frequently red drops occur, so I'll just go to my actual hard-coded values, the ones that I got via testing. The data mine values would be nicer, but I don't entirely know how they work. But anyway, here are the results that I got from something like 11 hours of farming, and I've got these summarized nicely in a table and a spreadsheet in a second, which we'll go into. But yeah, you can see the gold and celestial tickets are basically the same. You should ignore one of these gold tickets because it came from the overdrive, and I don't think it's really worth counting that when trying to determine drop rates. But anyway, yeah, so here are the numbers, and now let's go into Spreadsheet Town. So we are in Spreadsheet Town. As you can see, I've transposed the just the raw values from the image I was showing you previously for each drop. I've also included the amount of fuel I spent and the total time I spent. The time is kind of inaccurate. I didn't know precisely when I started, but it's around 11 or 12 hours. And so I've given the I haven't bothered giving actual percentages of these drops because that's not really very relevant. The most important numbers I think are the fuel per drop, which I got by dividing my total fuel spend by the number I got of each item, and the time per drop. So essentially, for example, for golden eggs, this tells you that you'd expect to get one golden egg every roughly 1.5 minutes at the cost of something like 360 fuel. It's actually a little bit less accurate for golden eggs. In fact, you might even notice 1.5 minutes seems a little bit too quick, and that's because this also includes overdrive bonuses, of which golden eggs are sort of one of the very frequent drops. But like with Steam tickets, for example, you can see on average I got 1 per minute at the cost of 240 fuel. I've also highlighted the 3 melding tickets and the celestial prints, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, so here is the sort of on average time it took per drop and the fuel per drop. These are quite valuable numbers. Now, considering the fact that gold and celestial prints sort of via the data mine values dropped at equal rates, it makes sense to sort of average out their two numbers. And so really you would expect to get either a gold ticket every roughly 30,000 fuel and a gold ticket roughly every 2 hours or so, if you just sort of average out the celestial and the gold prints. Yeah, so every 2 hours on average you'd expect to get a celestial print. Every 2 hours you'd expect to get a gold melding ticket. These numbers are going to be less accurate for the rarer drops. However, the fact that we can sort of combine the numbers makes it a bit better. And also, we took such a large sample that it gives you a reasonable indication, probably the best indication you're going to get anyway. But yeah, hopefully these numbers are kind of handy. Now, the standout result of Steamworks, because the gold tickets, one every sort of 2 hours or so, isn't that impressive. You'd be faster just by doing gathering quests with the astral set on. However, look at these silver tickets. We gained 500 silver tickets over the course of 11 hours. That's roughly 1 every 1.5 minutes, which is insane. Yeah, it only costs roughly 300 fuel per silver ticket, and if you remember from the previous video that I did on the melding tickets, the silver tickets are really good. They fill out all of your missing decorations from base world if you have any, and even if not, they're really good melding fodder. In fact, they weren't that much worse than gold tickets. Actually, I have the numbers up here. Yeah, this is from the previous video. On average, each silver ticket was worth something like 53 points towards melding for carved feystones, and each gold ticket was worth something like 75. So yeah, it's not that much worse, and you get so many silver tickets from this. You've got an absolute abundance of melding materials, and honestly, a couple of hours of Steamworks and you're gonna have all the base world decorations covered. All the artillery, the attack, and even the new ones like offensive guard and stuff. So yeah, the silver tickets are really great. Steel even more so, however, the steel tickets aren't particularly useful. And yeah, aside from that, you get a lot of other good rewards too. Lots of armor spheres, really handy stuff, and just nice general rewards in terms of consumables. But yeah, the standout are these silver tickets. So hopefully these drop rates helped. Hopefully they sort of will help you decide how to spend your fuel and stuff. I do have a video coming out where I sort of talk about a new exploit in the guiding lands, or not a new exploit, but an exploit I haven't talked about yet in the guiding lands to farm up fuel and research points really quickly, but keep an eye out for that. That's not included with this video though. So hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. I'll probably add it on to the end if I am, but aside from that, I hope you have a lovely day. Take it easy. Bye bye.